we dive right into the demonstration.
The Now We Know campaign has been designed, guys, to be a real blessing to women. But one thing that a lot of women don't understand and a lot of men don't know, most men think that this campaign is not for them, but it is. Most men don't realize that the Now We Know campaign was formulated for us because we were the ones that didn't know. We had no idea what women go through. I'm from New Orleans, and when my wife and my daughters would be at that point in their lives on their cycles, we would say, oh, she's tripping. We call it tripping in New Orleans. And we really found a way to avoid them during that time of month. But once as a man, I got educated along with other men around the country, it really became serious to realize what many of our women have been challenged with. We were really blown away to find out that, basically our women, they had 600,000 hysterectomies are happening on average per year. 70% of those are African American women. Wow. 70%. So basically, the doctors are just saying, you know what? Let's just pull their reproductive systems. And for me, guys, I want you to understand, as a man, my protective instincts kicked in when I first saw the vision of what you guys are going to see on today. I didn't see a business opportunity at the time. I saw my wife and my kids. That's immediately what I saw. And when I got home, I literally cleared the shelf of everything that possibly was there that was toxic. I emptied their shelves, and I made a commitment as a father and a husband to never ever allow the women in my life to go through what I realized that they have been doing to our women. So one of the things we want you guys to do, and we encourage you guys, go to nowweknow.net. Seriously, some people glance over that site, a lot of your guests, and I want to say this to you guys. I need y'all to do me a favor. Stop trying to sell people on the opportunity. You don't have to do that with this one. You don't need to sell them, guys. What they need to see is be educated about the awareness and the problem. That's what they need to experience. That is the main thing that they need to know, because we really don't care who joins the company. We really don't even care if you become an ambassador of the campaign. What we do care about is that you spread the word. That's what matters to us. And that's what we're in it for, because we really understand, listen, guys, the money is going to come. The money, and first of all, it's already coming. Let me just say that, because the company is 6 months old, and right now, guys, we're closing in on $5 million in revenue. $5 million. Wow. That's what your company has been able to do. $5 million in revenue. We have just a little over 25,000 current distributors. So, guys, what I'm trying to say is we're in no shortage of money or people. The thing that we want is awareness. Awareness. Now we know. I don't know if you guys see Mr. Coleman, because he's bringing that kit in for me, because I want to get that so we could get going on the demonstration. He's coming with it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, as soon as he walked in, he's going to get going. But also, I wanted to just say this, just start my story as he's coming with it. Guys, when I first saw this in Tampa, Florida, I want you guys to hear this. When I saw this in Tampa, Florida, last year in October, so it's been over a year now, in Tampa, Florida. When I first saw this, I really thought it was a joke when these guys showed me this when I sat down to meet with them. And when I saw this, I really couldn't believe that I was sitting in there witnessing this. When they took out a sanitary napkin, I said to myself, I'm in the wrong meeting. No, I'm being honest with you. Because once again, as a man, when you see this, I'm like, what am I going to do with this? This is nothing I'm going to sell. This is nothing I'm going to be involved in. So I literally was about to get up and walk out. But guys, when I was about to get up and move, I want you guys to hear and understand this. My spirit says, stay. I was literally about to leave. Because I'm saying to myself, and to be honest with you guys, I've never really shared this a lot publicly. Mr. Coleman, our global director of sales, guys, I was really mad with him. Let me tell you, I was mad because I felt like he bamboozled me into a meeting that I didn't want to be a part of, and this was definitely a product I wasn't interested in selling. But once again, I didn't know where the meeting was going. So here's what I want you guys to see. This right here is symbolic of what's out there are known as a 10-hour pad. I want y'all to see this. 10 hours. And the reason why I'm showing you guys this, and I think this is important, because we didn't want to use an 8 hour, 6. We wanted you to show you 10 hour. And this right here is supposed to be the new technology. I want y'all to know this. This is supposed to be the new technology of a pad that they have on the shelves. But you know what I found out about the pad industry? This is one of the only industries on the planet that can get away with false advertising. I'm going to prove it to y'all, ladies. I'm going to prove it to y'all. How many of y'all have ever been held for 10 hours with one of these? Raise your hand. This doesn't hold for 10 hours at all, remotely. But here's what I want you to see. Guys, we take this pad out. Supposed to be 10 hours. But then they take this pad out. And they're saying, Mr. Crump, this is the pad that we're going to be introducing to the United States. Now, I want to be honest and tell you guys this. I really want you to hear what I'm about to say. When I saw this, I'm saying to myself, man, they don't understand. I don't care if this pad grow wings and fly off this table. I'm not getting involved with this opportunity. There's nothing that they can show me that's going to make me become a part of this. But once again, guys, in my ignorance, I had no idea where these guys were going. Now, I want you to hear this. What most men and women don't understand about cycles that I've learned and I've become educated is that we found out that the average woman, when she's on her cycle, she gives off anywhere from 15 to 50 milliliters per day. Now, ladies, we know some women are less, some women are more. We're talking about an average. So don't get us in the hallway and get into a debate. No, I'm more than that. I measured and I'm 100 milliliters. We get it. We're not here to argue. We're here to just let you guys know what we've been told by several doctors that we consult with. So what we want to do today is, guys, we're going to simulate by putting 50 milliliters, and this is a little more. I don't want to go over on the competitors. I want to be fair to them. Young lady on the front row, is that 50?
Yes.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is simulate putting these 50 milliliters right here on this competitor's pad. I can tell you guys right here, just by pouring this pad is in trouble. It's already leaking over to the table and everything, okay? So far currently. But then I'm going to do the same exact thing for us. Want to make sure that my eyes, Miss Valencia, that's 50?
That's 50.
She confirms it. I'm going to do the same thing with our cherished product. Now, as I'm seeing this, guys, here's what I'm saying to myself. Man, I can't believe these guys are doing this to me, man. In terms of this product that they're showing right now. Here's what I'm going to do on today. I'm going to use some red napkins because I want to show you guys the problem. I want to show many of the people that's here, many of the women and also men, is going to hit home. Because you're going to understand what the real issue is that's causing the challenge for our women. And it's this right here. This is already soaked, guys. This drenched. Look, I'm not going to even touch it. Let me show you how bad it is. I'm not going to put any pressure. So I've never touched it, right? Y'all see my hands in the air. Watch this. You ready for this?
Wow.
This is the problem. Right here. You know why? Because these toxins were designed, guys, to escape and be away from your body. So now what happens, ladies, when you're sitting down, we found out when y'all cough.
It's like dripping.
When y'all laugh. When y'all sneeze. When y'all stand up, your flow is flowing. And what we found out, guys, is now everything that was designed in your body to come out, guess what's happening, guys? Now it's going back in. And you're sitting there, and most people just so casual about this because here's what they're saying. Well, it's not for me because I'm not I'm not at that period of my life. What about your daughters? What about your grandkids? What about your neighbors? What about your nieces? See, that's what I'm trying to say. And, you know, it's amazing to me how selfish people can be. And people wonder and ask us, well, you guys are men. Why y'all on the front line? Because we care. You think this sexy to be up here talking about a sanitary napkin? This is not the sexiest product in the world. So, you know, that you would want to be talking about and selling. But guess what, guys? I see the purpose behind it. I understand where we're going. Now with our pad, now keep in mind, you guys remember, I didn't even touch it, right? But I'm going to press. I'm not going to only touch it. I'm going to put pressure. Valencia, I'm putting pressure. Yeah. 2 hands, you ready? Guys, we couldn't get a drop on here. Valencia said, I want to feel it. I want to make sure it's not a magic napkin. I want to make sure he don't have a trick napkin because he just said he was from New Orleans. So let me touch it. Let me feel it. Guys, you couldn't get a drop. Now, watch this. I want to say this to all of you guys. That's when my energy changed at that entire meeting. I lost it because now I saw we got a game changer. We got something that was going to change lives. So for me, guys, this is where the excitement came. And I was so excited because for the first time in my direct sales career, I was going to have a product that I didn't have to sell. You don't have to convince women on this one. See, let me tell you guys something. See, you guys get into all the debates. Is it FDA approved? And what it's made of? And all these different questions. Here's what I'm saying. You ready, sister? You want to be wet or dry? Now go do all the research you want after that. Go dig, go find, go do whatever you want, because here's what's so amazing to me. You never asked the other company, was their products FDA approved? Because it's not. Huh? You never looked up their ingredients. You never called them and asked. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You got to learn how to move your business. Now, before I wrap up, can I get just a little more water, guys? Hey, bring that from me, brother. I need that from you. I want you guys to see this as we close this part out. This is important. I'm going to take 2 cups. And I know, boy, Valencia, watch me closely. Look, this is real water. It's not trick water. Okay, I want y'all to see this. And I'm just going to put this much because I want to help these guys out, our competitors. And I'm going to do this for hours. Guys, have I made it obvious which cup has the most amount of water? Yes. Okay. Now, to be honest with you, I don't even know why I'm doing this part for these guys, because we already see that their product didn't absorb at all. It really just is dead. First of all, when you tear it apart, if you feel their exterior system, this feels like sandpaper in my hand. Valencia, she want to be a part of the demonstration. It feels like rough sand. You can have it, Valencia. That's yours. It feels like rough sandpaper. That's what I want you guys to see. But then now, here's what I want you guys to understand. This is nothing but foam that's supposed to be their absorbency system. Wow. But I'm going to put it in this cup here because we want to see if this absorbency system has any hope. I mean, literally, it's breaking up of doing any type of absorbing. And I'm going to put as much as I can in here to help these guys out. But I'm trying to show you what's happening. I want you all to see this. The way it's tearing apart, nothing but foam right here. But here's what I want you to see. You ready? Guys, the exterior is literally a plastic bag. This is a trash bag. Look, I mean, I'm pulling, guys. But I want to say this to you all. Here's the problem that many of you guys may not be aware of. When your body is 98.6 degrees, you have blood. Women have told us urine leakage, moisture. You have the chemicalization of how they make their products, and it all being closed into a plastic bag. Basically, you are cooking a chemical soup. It's baking. And here's the problem. You ready, ladies? It's going back to you. It's going back to you. Now all of this is coming back to your body. And I want you to remember this. Ready? It was designed to get away from you. It was designed to go away. I want you to see this with our product. I'm going to take off our first layer. There you go, Valencia. Is it wet or is it dry? And now it's nice and soft, not a little dry. She said, oh, it's dry. But I want you all to see this. This is like the microchip inside of a computer here, guys. Our negative ion strip that's also infused with nano silver. Let me tell you why these ladies are clapping. Because this was designed to help with the pain, ladies.
Yes, it does.
Negative ions, I want y'all to do your own independent research. And listen, don't go to Google, because all y'all want to know what the doctors say. Go to WebMD. Go to the doctor's website and research negative ions. You're going to find out that negative ions exist. For example, when you're at a waterfall, if you're at the beach, when it's about to be a thunderstorm, that's a negative ion environment. That's when by nature your body is always relaxed. You're relaxed. And what's taking place is we found out, guys, that many women, when they're having their cycles and they're cramping, it's because your uterus is contracting. Yes. Negative ions, by nature, guess what it does? It relaxes the uterus. So it's helping with the cramping. Guys, also, it's helping with the aroma. You're getting a lot of women that's no smell. They don't have the smell there as well that's helping with this negative ion strips. Guys, the testimonies are pouring in terms of our product. Let me get that. I'm sorry about that. I want to give that to you too. So you can have. But then now, we took their absorbency system, guys. Oh, wow. Valencia says she got a headache. She put it on her head. I want to now take our absorbency system, and I'm going to also put it here in the cup that we all agreed and we all said had the most amount of water, correct? All right, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Take a look at this. Can anybody, outside of this big hole here, can anybody tell me what they notice about the exterior of our absorbency system? It's porous, meaning it's breathable. Like an educated young lady in Maryland told me, Damon, it's perforated. So it's perforated, guys. I want you to see this. This was designed for breathability. And for those individuals that's saying, well, Damon, great product, but I'm past that stage in my life. No, guys, we already know most women wear panty liners as well. We have panty liners with the same technology. Many women have been testifying that saying that the panty liners have been helping with the hot flashes.
Woo! Sorry.
So we just want to let you know we got you. We got the whoop whoop session up here. But guys, I want you to also see, take a look at this. You ready? Yeah. If you look at the exterior of our product, you see 4 little lines that look like a racetrack. Watch this. I was struggling to tear the last one, but you do that in hours immediately. Tears, and if you look at it closely, it has cotton fibers in the exterior. It's also porous. If you was to put steam through one side, steam will come out the other side, and guess what else is going to happen? The exterior is going to capture the moisture. When now, with the other one, I'm talking about if you do the steam 2 cups and you do the test yourself, it's going to stay within the other product. But here's what I want you guys to see. How much, in all fairness, have I been having the competitors' 10-hour absorbency system sitting here?
Oh, my goodness.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, y'all. Look, as we can see, water still coming out.
Oh, wow.
So nothing at all, right? 10 hours. How long has ours been sitting in there? 2, 3, 4 minutes? You ready? You can't get a drop out of here. Nothing at all. But hold on, y'all ready? Yeah. Let me have some fun. We've literally turned liquid to a solid. I want you to see this. Hold on, Valencia, it's yours. I want you all to see that because I'm trying to show you, now you understanding why women are testifying about being so comfortable and dry. That's all we say, guys. You don't have to oversell that. Comfortable and dry is all we speak on. We speak on nothing else. We don't talk about it can cure anything.
Wow.
We don't say it's going to help with anything. But here's what you guys got to also understand. When that moisture is hitting that absorbency system, guys, you ready? It has a cooling effect. Mm-hmm. So it's like an air conditioner. It's there to help the heat with your body. Many of you guys may have never noticed that. Whenever that water was on it and you've done demonstrations, you probably never felt it, but it's cool. Yes. Mm-hmm. It has a cooling effect that's attached to it. I want to show you guys this before I bring Mr. Coleman up. I want to show, this has to be seen today. I want y'all to take a look at this. Here's one of the things I want you all to see, because I want most people ask us, you know, Damon, what does it take to win with this product? How much does it cost to be involved? My ministry is looking for it and we need to make some money. Let me show you guys something. You ready? Get ready for whoever invited you here. Tonight, you have a $35 decision to make. It costs you $35 to get involved with this company to become a distributor of this product. That's right, 3-5. Guys, I got a guy that called me that just got involved with a ministry down in New Orleans, Louisiana from my hometown. When he called me, Brian, guess what he said, Doc? He said, Mr. Crump, I'm already prepared to make the investment. Watch this. He says, I know it's probably going to cost me about $10,000. This is what he's telling me. To get involved, but I'm prepared. I just want to know, how do I get the money to you? How do I get started? I say, $10,000? Who told you that? He says, well, no, that's what I assume with a product like this. And for me to become a distributor, because I understand investments, it's going to cost money. I said, no, Doc, it costs $35. When I told him $35, he thought something was wrong. That's $35 per year. Wow. That's not a monthly fee, Ms. Colette. That's every 12 months. Wow. Watch this. For $35, we give you a website. We're going to give you a website. It's also going to have a back office that's attached to the website. I want you all to hear this. You never have to have inventory if you don't want to. You should have inventory. You should, but you don't have to. An individual goes to your website. I want y'all to get this. And spend $5. That's how much our product costs. Our panty liners, day pad, night pads, overnight, $5. And we pay back $1.40 every time someone goes to the website, make a purchase. The company ships the product straight to their front door, and we send the commissions to you. Now watch this. Wow. I already know what some people saying. Hold on, Damon. I didn't wait all this time. Y'all was late and everything. To hear about $1.40. Whoa, stay with me. Let me show you how powerful this $1.40 is just off what I'm about to tell you. Off the pads and the tampons that you're buying now, how much are you making? So something that's killing you, you're not getting a dime. We telling you guys, we got the answer, and we'll pay you for every time someone buys a pack of pads. But hold on, while we laugh, and I want y'all to see this. Guys, when I first saw this, Mr. Coleman is in the back. I told him, hey man, put me on the books for 1 million customers in my first 12 to 18 months. Damon Crump by himself. I don't know what the company going to do. That's not my business. I'm telling you what I'm doing. That right there equates to, off the same $35 website, I want y'all to see this, $1.4 million a month in residual income. Mr. Crump, how you know it's going to be residual? I'm glad you asked. You ready for this? If Mary was comfortable and dry in January, do you think she won't be comfortable and dry in February? And comfortable and dry in March and April. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm trying to get you to see the vision. Once Mary has her cherished experience, she's not going back to this. So what I'm trying to get you guys to see now, so you can understand on what I'm trying to get you to see the vision of, is residual for you.
Yes.
When an individual gets to buy and purchase from you. That's why I was talking about earlier the Now We Know campaign. See, guys, when you don't educate people about the problem and you're just trying to sell pads, you're missing it. Because guess what that person is saying? A pad is a pad. What's the difference in yours and mine? See, they've never saw the demonstration. They don't know the power of it, so they're assuming you got the same thing that's on the shelf. That's why I want you guys to open up. And here's what I'm saying to you guys in terms of your business. I want you guys to get this. Many of you guys, I want to be honest with you guys. Y'all have been treating this like the same old network marketing company. Let me tell you what I mean by that. You still trying to recruit people and run after your family, friends, and associates. Your same 5, 6 friends who keep telling you no. She keep telling you, I'm a girl, I'm going to do it when I get paid Friday. She been telling you that 6 weeks in a row. You still call her every Friday faithfully. You ready? You're not getting it. She don't want to do it. Listen, because you're making it seem like a sales pitch and something she has to sell. Watch this, guys. When you learn to operate your business like Coca-Cola operates theirs, everything for you is going to change on what I'm about to show you on today. Coca-Cola sells more beverages than any soda company on the planet. It's not because it's the best Coca-Cola.
No, it's not.
We know it's not the healthiest. Let me tell you why they sell more. Y'all ready? Because they have more outlets than anybody else. You can go into over 200 countries on the planet and you're going to stumble up on a Coca-Cola. You can be in the jungle, and as soon as you walk out, you can get a Coke. Somebody going to be by the river with a canoe selling Coca-Cola out of a cooler. They're ready for it. But here's what I'm trying to get you to see on what I'm about to show you. Guys, a lot of these churches, a lot of these nonprofits, a lot of these sororities, fraternities, alumni associations, guys, distributors been bringing them to the table and it's changing the game. See, what you don't understand, a lot of these guys are always raising funds. They're looking for money. You got the answer to a lot of their prayers. Because for $35, they can have a continuous fundraiser. It won't be 1 month. It will be perpetual. And now that organization won't only be helping potentially help save some women's lives, but you also supporting a cause that you believe in.
Yes.
See, the thing is, when you come through the door, always trying to recruit, that's the issue. Because you're selling too much. No, the pastor don't want to join the company. He don't want to get involved to push a product. But watch this, guys. We created a script for you guys to use to attract organizations. And I'm going to show you the benefit of this. And it's a fancy script, so get your pens and pads together because there's a lot you're about to have to write, okay? When you call these organizations nonprofits, here's what you're going to say to them. You ready? Get ready. Who's over community outreach? Give me the rest of them, Mom. That's it. Who's over community outreach? I'm calling them, well, what about when I call a mosque? Who's over community outreach? Well, come on. When I call a sorority, who's over community outreach? Here's what I'm trying to show you guys, what I'm about to show you. When you contact them, guys, usually, sometimes they'll give you the person's email address. Sometimes they'll even give you the person's phone number. Or they may say something like this. Can we have more information? You have a letter on your back office for the $35 that you spent, right? It's in the resource library. It's the letter for organizations. You put your name and your phone number on it. The letter is already done. You send them the letter. Here's how we've been getting so many community awareness events with ministries. Because the distributors been sending the letter, but then they've also been sending the interview that I did on YouTube with Dr. Jamal Bryant on the Word Network, where he was validating the Now We Know campaign. So many of the pastors, I want y'all to hear this. They don't know me. They know Jamal Bryant. So now it's been opening the door. Let me see what this is about. Where would I find that video, Damon? If you go to YouTube and you type in the Now We Know campaign on the Word Network. The video is right there. You attach that link with the letter. Now, there's a new video just came up where we were on TV in Philadelphia. So now distributors are saying, I got more validation of the Now We Know campaign. We were on a women's show. Two phenomenal entrepreneurial women in Philadelphia had a show. They had us on, guys. Shared the vision of the campaign. So now you got more validation. ABC in Jacksonville just did an interview on us. That's about to be released. Awesome. We're showing you so they can see this is not a game. This is happening. Let me show you why it's important for you as I wrap up. I want y'all to see this. This is for distributors that's in here. I'm going to show you something on today. Don't get scared because y'all see in circles. I want to show you this for a reason. Watch this. I just told you guys, you got to think like Coca-Cola. I'm going to show you how this is thinking like Coca-Cola. Most people, if you ask them the question, why do you recruit? They couldn't even tell you. Or you know what they are going to tell you? Well, I recruit because I want to rank advance. I want to walk across that stage. I want to be a star. Well, I recruit because I want to make more commissions. I want my check to be bigger. I recruit because I get a chance to make more commissions. Guess what the problem is with you recruiting? You ready? You're talking about everything for you and nothing for the person you're bringing to the table. Mm-hmm. You need to start looking at individuals that you bring in or organization as volume centers. Volume centers. Let me tell you why, Brian. Nspire's compensation plan is not based on recruiting. It's based on volume. People have never figured that out. It's not a recruit-driven comp plan. You can make it to the top of our comp plan through volume without recruiting anyone. If you had 100,000 CV worth of purchases going through your website from customers, if you're driving enough traffic to go to your website to buy their product, watch this, guys. You can become a diamond consultant in Nspire Network from people buying the product from you, and you never brought one person into the company. It is so big. I'm trying to show you how to think outside the box like Coca-Cola. Guys, I know why I recruit. You know why I recruit? Because I want to bring more people to the table. That's going to open up more customer outlets. See, the person that figures out I have more distribution, customer, volume outlets than anybody else in the company, that's the person that's going to win. This is what this organization represents. This could be a church. This could be a nonprofit. This could be a sorority, a fraternity, an alumni association. This is what I'm trying to show you. This don't represent just people. This represents organizations. This is you. Give me a vision, Damon. Here's what I'm trying to show you. Let's say this church did 10,000 CV that month. What do you mean? Meaning that people was going to that church, $35 website. And 10,000 CV worth of purchases went through their website. Well, guess what happens, distributor? That volume from them counts for you.
Yes.
Hold on. You ready? This nonprofit here did another 10,000 in CV and so on and so forth. If all 10 of them did 10,000, wow. Do the math for me. Wow. That's 100,000 in volume. Wow. Guess what, guys? You a diamond. You are a diamond distributor in Nspire from organizations. Wow. No people. See, I want you guys to understand something. What's my magic number, Damon? Here it is. 25. 25 what? 25 a day. That letter needs to be getting to 25 organizations per day. 25 phone calls you're making. Who's over community outreach? Boop, press and send. Who's over community outreach? Boop, press send. Sending them the information. Well, what happens to mine when these individuals get excited, they want to talk? Y'all ready? Write this down. Demond Crump, D-E-M-O-N-D, C-R-U-M-P, at NspireNetwork.com. Demond Crump at NspireNetwork.com. That's my direct corporate email address. Distributors have been contacting me, guys. Once they got the organizations interested, you don't have to do no talking. Let me show you how easy it is for you. Once you set it up and they want to talk, get out of the way. Set up a call. I'm going to get on the phone with them on your behalf. I'm going to take all the hard questions, anything they want to know. Present the vision. Bingo. You just got you an organization. Guys, I have been doing more three-way calls for organizations than I have been doing for distributors. You got distributors. Let me show you why this is blessing my heart. Guys, you got distributors that was never able to bring one person to the table. Now they got several organizations they've been able to enroll. Now they got a shot where they could win, and now they don't have to always look at other people winning and walking those stages and being acknowledged. Now they get a shot through volume. Behind a $35 concept, if you just listen to what I'm saying, listen, guys, don't try to sell them. All you want to do, remember, whenever you're prospecting, you have to prospect with objectives. See, some of y'all, you know what your problem is? Oh, man, y'all go for the kill, man. Y'all go for the kill. Immediately when you get somebody on the phone, yeah, I want to just get involved in $500 in buy packages right now. Sign up, give me your credit card, Pastor. Guys, it's your job to just pique their interest. All you're going to do is send a letter. Let them ask for more information. They will. If they care, they will. When they ask for the information, guys, we take it from there and we help you. When I get on the phone with that pastor or that organization, they're not going to feel like they're being sold nothing, because none of them have yet. Because we take the sting out of it when we explain to them, Pastor, we want to get in there with you guys, and all we want to simply do is help you drive traffic to that $35 website by doing a community awareness event and letting your ministry and individuals in the community understand why it's important to go to this website and help and support the ministry. And the entire time, all of this volume that's being driven there, it benefits you. 25 a day is what you should be contacting. Damon, I have a full-time job. Do you get breaks and do you get lunch? So when you get your breaks, you got to learn to be disciplined. Stop gossiping and playing around at the water cooler. Hey, girl, listen. I'll be right back. I need to go get 3 quick calls in so I can get 3 letters out. You know what? It's lunchtime. Let me get 10 in. No, guys, you got to get a disciplined regimen. Let me tell you why I'm telling you this. Because the Demond Crump will never tell you or ask you to do something that I myself have never done. There was times, guys, I used to make 125 calls a day. 79 calls a day. But guess what, guys? I realized I was ahead of my time at a company I was doing this same concept for. They didn't want volume. They wanted recruiting. Guys, we had brought the Wounded Warriors to the table. We brought the American Kidney Association, the national branch out of Washington, D.C. Guys, I had negotiated a deal where I brought Martha Stewart to the table. No, I'm telling you, negotiated with her team for 4 months by myself. A kid from the Seven Water, New Orleans, negotiating with her agents and everything, because the company said to me, if you bring her, we're going to take care of it. And they lied to me. That's why I'm not there now. What I'm explaining to you guys is it works. The people in your organization, they need to know this as well. I close with this. Many of you guys, organizations in your business, let me show you why it's flat. Let me tell you why nothing is happening. Why? Let me tell you why you're in the same position you was in when we came here last time and there was no progress. Because you don't have any activity. Activity drives results. Anytime a person calls me complaining, guess what I say to them? Talk to me about your activity. And the conversation is very short. There's nothing that you're actually doing. That's why you and your organization doesn't have any excitement or any growth. The leaders that's been teaching this and doing this with their groups, guess what, guys? They on fire. You know why? Because every day their people have something that they can do. Even if it's 10 calls, 7, 5, they have some sort of activity that they can go after to produce results in their organization. This is what I want you to see. And if it can't get any simpler than this. If you can't call, say those few words, and press send on the email, well, you don't need to be doing this. No, I'm just serious. Because it can't get any more simpler than that. Guys, on that note on tonight, to close this out, I want to bring this guy to the front of the room. I want to say this to you all. This young man is a true visionary. The reason why I say that he's a visionary, you know why? Because it's easy for somebody to see this type of business or this concept in a room full of people. Oh, it's easy to get excited. I heard the people playing Celebration. They was clapping. Oh, I'm in. But can you see it when it's you by yourself? And watch this. You ready? And you're a man. A man that see it. We've been getting many women around the country. Everywhere we go. Where the women at, Damon? Y'all don't have no women in the forefront. Guess what? We not stopping no women from coming for the forefront. Where they at? It's not like we held no woman back from doing anything. We can't wait to start promoting and elevating women and getting behind them. But here's what we're saying to the women. We're not going to wait on y'all neither. We're going to keep pushing and moving forward till some women decide to catch up with us. So we can get behind you and give you what you need to succeed in your business. This man right here, guys, he's made millions in this industry. The guy is a true champion, and he believes in his vision. Because he walked away from 2 companies, guys, twice, when he had a set income. But he's not willing to sell it. The young man said he wants everything that God has for him. He's not taking the crumbs off somebody's table. And if that means he has to step out on faith and do something special to make it happen, he's willing to do it. And the amazing thing about this guy that I want you guys to understand, he's not a Harvard graduate. He don't have a PhD. He's not a biochemist. He's not a scientist. This guy's from the projects in St. Louis from a place called Kinloch. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a project. Kinloch. Sounds like a ghetto area. But guys, what I want to do, with no further ado, let's give it up for the visionary himself, Mr. Damon Coleman in the house on tonight, guys. My bad. Go ahead, buddy.
Guys, give it up for Mr. Damon Crump. Good evening, Chicago.
Good evening.
I was expecting a little colder weather. Y'all disappointed me. What's up? Wait till tomorrow. Well, guys, I'm very excited to be here. I'm used to inclement weather. I'm from St. Louis. I've been in Atlanta, Georgia for about 10 years. I actually met this gentleman, Mr. Damon Crump, almost 7 years ago. And we're part of another company where I saw this guy make history. You know, and if you get to know him and get to know his story, guys, everybody in here will be clapping and applauding this gentleman because he really, really have come a very long way. Not just in terms of where he comes from, but in terms of being innovative in business. He's the gentleman responsible, guys, for coming up with Now We Know. And let me tell you how it happened. When he saw the demonstration in Tampa, Florida, the first thing he did was took the product home to his wife and his daughters. And as you know, first he got heckled. That was first. Okay. And after he got heckled, he started hearing about a lot of the challenges that his wife and his daughters were having over the years. And it was like, wow, I never knew. So it was like, now we know. So it really was about men. Ladies, it's never we could tell you guys about a cycle, okay? But it was more or less about the men saying, ladies, we're sorry. We apologize because we didn't know a lot of the things you guys have been suffering with over the years. He's also the same gentleman that came up with the right to fight. And many of you have not heard much about it. Young lady, please come to the front of the room. You mind coming up? Yes, please. Thank you. Tell me your first name again. I'm sorry.
Tanya.
Miss Tanya. Okay, one of our founding members. Give it up for Miss Tanya.
Miss Tanya!
So, you guys see the right to fight? Okay, thank you, Miss Tanya. The right to fight is the campaign for our men in terms of our prostate health.
Yeah.
Prostate cancer is at an all-time high, guys, and African American men suffer more than any other race of men on the planet. And so the way this came about, I turned 40 last year. Was that last year? 2016. We just had a birthday. Actually, our birthdays are on the same day, believe it or not. Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
So, turned 40 last year. I called Mr. Crump. I said, hey, man, listen, I've been hearing about this product that you're selling for men's prostate. I hear it's phenomenal. Man, can you put me on auto ship? He like, no problem. I said, as a matter of fact, I would like for you to come to Tampa, share these supplements for men's health with my business partner, who at that time, and it still is, Mr. Joel Medina, who's our COO. And so he comes down to Tampa, Florida, shares the products. We decide to bring them, along with the company. And guys, the rest has been history. I did not know DeMond Crump was going to become a partner with the Nspire Network, but he is one of the 4 founding members, co-founders, and equal partners with Nspire, guys. But when this gentleman saw the concept, we married the two, men's prostate health, women's vaginal health, guys, and we set out to do something that has never been done in direct sales and network marketing history. So he calls me a visionary, but he's a visionary as well. So can you please give another huge round of applause for Mr. DeMond Crump? So guys, tonight what I want to share with you is our 3-step enlightenment system. I won't be before you for another 20 minutes max. Fair enough? And we'll be done for the night. The Nspire enlightenment system, guys, is simple. Once someone gets started in business, especially direct sales, and let me just limit it to direct sales. When most people get started in direct sales and network marketing, they don't know what to do.
That's correct. That's correct.
Leadership is extremely valuable, and it comes few and far in between in this industry, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. So by the time you get emotional and you get started and you spent your money and you're ready to go, you don't know, you kind of left hanging. You don't know what to do. Well, Nspire Enlightenment System, guys, simply says if your sponsor went AWOL the first day you got started, you will still be able to succeed. Is that fair or fair? Yeah. Okay, because what we wanted to do was put something in place that put something in place that we call duplicatable, meaning you can do it, the people you share it with, they can do it. And so, as we get into the 3-step enlightenment system, guys, step number 1 is to ask. Step number 2 is to show. Step number 3 is to promote. Now, before, or as you're writing this down, on the top of ask, guys, right above ask, I want you to write vision. If you're taking notes, write down vision. When you enroll someone, one of the first things you want to ask them is, what is your vision? What do you see here with Nspire Network in terms of how this can benefit you and your family? Find out what they're looking for. Everybody don't want to become a multimillionaire. Some people looking to earn just a few extra dollars, guys, whatever that means for them. So find out, because you don't want to impose your vision on them.
That's right.
Because it might not fit their lifestyle, guys. It might not even fit their level of thinking. And so I want to know, what is your vision? What do you see here? And tell them, you don't have to tell me right now, but I want you to be thinking about this, and I want you to write it down and share it with me over the next 24 hours. I like to know what your vision is and some short-term to long-term goals. You write that above step number 1. Because if you don't know where you're going, Nspire family, any old place will do. We need direction. So, put an A under number one. Put an A under number one where it says ask. A is to make a list. You want to make a list of 50 potential business partners / organizations. And you want to make a list of 100 customers minimum. Well, Demond, that's a lot of people. No, it's not. Some of y'all have hundreds of people in your telephone. I don't remember who half those folks are. It doesn't matter, guys. And I'm a preference when where I'm going in terms of step number 2. But here's the deal, guys. It doesn't matter because I can guarantee you, just about everybody in your phone has someone in their life that they love or that they care about. Yes or yes? Yes. So that's where ask come in. The power question: is there someone in your life that you love or care about, that if you had some information that could potentially help save or change their life, would you share it?
Yes.
Yes or yes?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely, guys. And so you don't have to remember who Demond Crump is, even though his name been in your phone forever. You haven't talked to him in forever. Guys, that's a great question to break the ice, I think, with anybody. Excuse me, do you have a couple of minutes? Oh, yes, I have a couple of minutes. Well, I can't remember exactly how we connected, but your name is in my phone, so you must be somebody important. The reason I'm reaching out is because I want to ask you a very thought-provoking question. I need you to be completely honest with me. Is there someone in your life, et cetera, et cetera? Guys are going to say yes. When they say yes, what do? Show them the video. What video? NowWeKnow.net. You can also send them to your Nspire Network website. But guys, right now, I would really just focus on NowWeKnow.net. The reason you're going to see the Nspire Network website in your back office with the 3-step enlightenment system is because at some point, our primary focus won't just be on the cherish pads. Right? So we don't want to limit ourselves as businessmen and women to just one thing. So you'll have both options. But for now, I will send them to NowWeKnow.net. On that website, guys, is a 5-minute cherish video that's going to do the demonstration. It's also going to talk about the Now We Know movement. So it's going to enlighten them on the challenge, but then it's also going to share the solution. Very few people survive that demonstration. When they see it, a couple of things happen. They get excited and they want to get that product, and that's pretty much it, guys. Okay? Now, once you've asked a question, all right, now you've shown them the video, now you have some options, guys. What are your options? Put an A under step number 2. Sample or sell the product. Who do I sell it to, Demond? Everybody. Especially your family and your friends. I would start with them first. Now, typically, raise your hand if you've done direct sales and network marketing before. I mean, raise them high. Come on, don't be ashamed. Okay. How many of y'all tired of calling the same people about different opportunities? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Come on. How many of y'all, honestly, you like, I'm not calling them this time. How many of you glad that you got something you don't have to call somebody about this time? I feel the same way, guys. But can I be honest with you? Get out your feelings. Get out of your feelings. Get that pride out of the way. Those negative emotions for what happened in the past. Forget about it. Because now you're calling them about something that could potentially help save or change their lives. But guess what else? It's only $5. I can tell you one thing. Some of y'all going to be a lot lighter going into 2018 if you listen to what I'm about to tell you. And when I say lighter, meaning your phone right now probably weighs about 10,000 pounds with names of folks that you will probably never talk to a day again in your life. Why are they still in your phone? You got to go through them to get to who you really want to talk to. Slowing you down. You know how you can get rid of them? When you call each and every last person in your phone, and if you don't, guys, I can't understand like why you're in business. Honestly, this is me talking, my opinion. Because watch this. If you're not going to support me by making a $5 purchase, delete. Some of y'all getting lighter already. Delete. Hello? Guys, when you make that list on step number 1, who do you think it's for? It's for the people in your phone, your warm market, people that you know. Demond, why you only asking for $5? Well, this is the first time that you might ever hear me tell you to go down the road to the least resistance. This is the only time. Because the road to the most resistance has gotten myself and my family the furthest. But this time, guys, you can travel the road with the least resistance, ask for the $5. And if they say, is that it? Well, you're more than welcome to spend more. And I will really appreciate it because right now we have a contest going on and the company is willing to fly us out and pay for our expenses, a flight and hotel to go to this retreat for whoever gets the most customers. So if you could buy, listen, I don't want to put any caps on it. How many packs can you buy? Right? Because they might say, well, $5, put me down for $50 worth. Like I've said this since I was a kid going to the corner store. Give me $50 worth, right? $50 worth of pads, right? But guys, some of y'all don't act like Chicago. Y'all don't have corner stores. Don't do me like that today. Somebody better be cracking up. Y'all done got that $1 worth of bologna. Quit playing. All right? So, but guys, ask. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Do you know to ask is a principle that God gave you to use? It's a principle. Some of y'all broke unnecessarily. You don't have to be broke. Just ask. Anyway, let me know. Ask them, guys. $5. And I'm serious. Maybe you don't delete them from your phone. I don't know what you're going to do with them. But you have an opportunity that should you decide, watch this. Let's say you decide to buy a $500 package. You don't have to, but let's say you decide to because you want some inventory. You got some events coming up. The holidays are coming up, whatever. Don't you want to get your investment back while marketing your product at the same time?
Yes.
Hello? Yes. Guys, you can market your product for free. That's how I look at it. $5 to me is free. Nowadays, you get a tank and a half of gas for $5. So guess what? If I have 100 packs of pads in my premium package, guess what I want to do? I want to get all my money back, and I just expose all these people to my product.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mr. Crump said if they were comfortable and dry in November, they're going to want to be comfortable and dry in December. Mm-hmm. Guys, you can also suggest these will make great Christmas gifts. Mm. Have you solved and I'm so sick. Guys, which one of you guys have solved the cherished gift bags in the back office? Do we have any in the back of the room? Anybody? Man, when I tell you those bags, they look like pink and white Tiffany bags. Off the hook, right? So my point is, guys, ask for the sale. Who do you sample? Sample people. That's it. Let's see that. See, somebody came prepared for business. Somebody came prepared for business. That's what I'm talking about. Check this out. Look at this. Guys, do you know everywhere I go now, everywhere I go to eat for lunch, whether I'm at the bar, I'm sitting at the table, whatever, this is sitting right next to me. This is marketing. Don't get me started. And when I show up and I got 3 or 4 of these bags in each hand, oh, fellas, everybody want to know. Who is that for? What's in the bag? And you look like the man with about $50 worth of product in your hand. Going to 10 different people. I'm serious, guys. And so when you talk about, sampling, guys, sample a stranger. Sample the people you don't know. Well, Demond, how do I sample them? After they've seen the video. Well, am I going to sit there with them while they watch the 5-minute cherish demonstration? No. You're going to ask a thought-provoking question. They're going to say yes. You're going to let them know you have something they need to take a look at. And you just need to be able to follow up to see what they like best about the information. When you follow up and they tell you this is incredible if it works half as good as you say it do, well, listen, I know that you don't know me. So before I ask you to spend any money on these phenomenal products, would you be okay if I sent you a couple of free samples? Hello? Yeah. Now, what about those people that you see and you just, oh my goodness, man. You would just die if you don't give them a sample. And you know they haven't saw the video. Well, that's going to happen, guys. You're going to see some people and you're just going to be like, I got to put this product in their hand. They cannot get away from me. If you do that, make sure you get their phone number.
Right.
If you don't get their phone number, guys, you're just being Santa Claus. The pad Santa Claus. Okay? Get their information. And what I always recommend is allot at least 10% of your inventory to sample sight unseen. Right? So you can be strategic, guys. Okay? You guys have that?
Yes, sir.
Okay? Write down B under step number 2 and put 3-way call. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've done very few 3-way calls. And Mr. Crump wasn't hardly doing any either until we started with the community outreach. Because to be honest with you, most consumers, God, they don't need a 3-way call.
That's right.
The video is really all they needed to see. Now, if you get somebody that decides they want to become a part of your business and they have some questions that maybe you don't have an answer to, or maybe you just want them to see the type of leadership that you're working with, then set up a 3-way call. Okay, so if you're just getting started, somebody has questions about the product, the business, whatever, you don't have the answers, no problem, guys. Get one of your business partners on the phone, somebody in your success team, and they will be more than happy to do that. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Let's get to step number 3, promote. Write A under step number 3. A is going to be join Nspire Network Facebook fan page. It's the official Facebook fan page. You want to join that fan page to keep you plugged in, guys. Okay? Different events coming up. We put the recorded calls that we have on a weekly basis. We put those back there. And you can just see a lot of fun pictures and just kind of keep you plugged into what's going on with the company. Our social media is about to improve, guys. Okay, so I know we look kind of boring online right now, and to be such a boring looking company, your company has done close to $5 million in sales over the last 6 months. So get your boring. Guys, y'all clapping like we've been in business for 10 years. We've been in business for 6 months. Come on, Chicago, show us. Come on. I know y'all been patient, waiting on product and everything, but be proud of your company, guys. We're making history, and we're not even making nowhere near the noise that we're about to. Okay? So once you join the fan page, write down B under A. B is going to be form a group text in your phone. Who is the group text for? Your customers? Absolutely not. The group texts are for the individuals that you're going to be bringing on board. So when we have our Monday night calls, our Wednesday night and Friday mornings and Saturday morning calls, guys, you're letting the people know that you brought in business, what's going on, because you might not know the information. So wouldn't it be easier to just send them a text and let them know that these calls are taking place so they can stay up to speed with what's going on with the company? Also getting more training and knowledge in terms of how to build the business. Is that a system or what, guys? Yes. That's a system, okay? So make sure you form the text group. That way you don't have to send out individual texts to everybody in your team. You can send one text and it'll go to everybody. Fair enough? Write C, and under C, you want to write book 4 focus groups. How many of you guys, raise your hand if you're a distributor with the Nspire Network. Okay? Keep your hand raised if you have done a focus group. Raise your hand if you've done a focus group. We got about 10% of the market. Could you imagine if at least 50% of the market were doing focus groups at their homes or offices or churches? Could you imagine how many people would be here tonight, Chicago? See, this is why you're afraid to do the focus group. Guys, I'm going to ask you for a few more minutes. Y'all got a few more minutes?
Yeah, I do.
This is why you want to have focus groups, guys. First of all, they're way easier than what you think. Because some of y'all said, well, I haven't had a focus group because my sponsor live out of state. I never did a focus group for DeMond Crump. He's the first person that did a charity. He did a demonstration before I did. When he saw the demonstration, Mr. Joel Medina showed it to him. When he was going to do the demonstration that night, I'm pulling on him like, man, where you going? He's like, where I'm going? I said, man, Joel, wait for Joel. He said, Joel? See, y'all ain't seen the 7th Ward out of this dude. I done seen it. Joel? And I ain't waiting on Joel. This man went over somebody's home that was a $500,000 a year earning. Another company we were a part of messed the demonstration all the way up, and the guy still said, I'm in. So it's not as hard as what y'all think, okay?
It's not.
If your sponsor is out of state, no problem. Guys, let me tell you how to do out of state.
I said Skype.
Oh, Skype. Okay, well, guys, before we had videos, when we couldn't get to certain markets fast enough, Guys, this man started doing Zoom Hangout demonstrations.
Yep.
But here's where I'm going with this. Guys, really a focus group shouldn't be no more than 20, 30 minutes. I'm going to be honest with you. Let me show you how to do the proper focus group. Real simple. Guys, you want to have some water and maybe some coffee or tea. That's it. No food, hot or cold. They're not going to be there that long. So don't feel bad. Okay, they're not going to be there that long. Water, coffee, and tea at most. If you got some water, good enough. You set the tone, guys. If the time for the focus group is 5 o'clock, you start at 5:30 sharp. 5:30 sharp. It doesn't matter if only one person showed up. If that killer you think is on the way, then, well, the killer go miss a part of the focus group. Because if I wait for them to get there, I'm telling that one person, you're not important enough for me to get started. Mm-hmm. But also what I'm going to do as a courtesy when they come, I'm going to say, ma'am, thank you so much. Or sir, thank you so much for being on time. We're going to start promptly at 5:30. The reason being, I already know some people are going to come late. So instead of us getting started and having to stop and all of that, we just go give a little grace period for travel. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5:30 prompt, you start. What do you do in the beginning? Well, first of all, you already have the table set up and everything, guys. Okay? Had a table or the television. Stay with me in terms of the television. I'm going to get to that. If you feel comfortable enough, and you probably don't, so I'll just say if you're courageous enough to do the live demonstration, go for it. So, but just have everything set up. If you're not confident enough to do it, no problem. Don't set it up, okay? Set up the TV, because this is what's about to happen, or the laptop, because this is what's about to happen. You're going to get in front of the room, say who you are, how you found out about the Now We Know campaign, and why you decided to partner with the Now We Know campaign. That's it. And when you tell why, so who you are, how you found out, why you partnered with the Now We Know campaign, you're going to, after that, you say, so I want you to take a look at why I got started. And you press play, and you show that 5-minute cherished video. And sit down. No, please. I know, guys, please. I know it sounded good and funny, but I'm serious. Sit down. You know why I say sit down? Because this is what rookies do. While the video playing, they all in their phone. Girl, where you at? I thought you was coming. I can't believe you're not here. Are you looking out the window? Where y'all at? The person that's supposed to be there is there. Wow. I will sit on the couch or chair next to them. I will watch that video like I'm seeing it for the first time. I'm not talking to them while the video is going on. They asking me questions. I'm like, I'm going to tell you. I'm not talking to them. Watch the video. After the video.
That's good.
What do you like best about what you just saw? Don't ask them what they think. Are you interested? No. What do you like best? Let them tell you and meet them where they are. I think this is phenomenal, right? So would you like to be a customer? I'm asking, guys, ask. See, that's why most people are afraid to do the home event. They don't know. They say, how do you close? I don't believe in closing. I believe in collecting decisions. Never ask me to close anybody for you because I'm going to say no. Call your real estate agent. I am a professional decision collector. And my decision I want to collect that day is buy now. Okay, I'm going to turn Asian real fast. Buy now. Okay? Right now. Buy now. I'm serious, guys. Ask. Would you like to become a customer? Yes. Excellent. But watch this. In all seriousness, guys. If you want to go a step further, and I would recommend that you do, this will break the ice for you to do a full demonstration if you ever decide to. After they see that video and they're blown away, you say, I just want you to see something for yourself. All I would do at that time, I would have one competitor pad, and I will have a cherish pad. I will have my 50 milliliters already measured. I'll pour that water on one. I'll pour that water on the other one. And I'll just ask, this is a focus group. You got to ask questions at a focus group, right? 2 questions I'm going to ask while that water is getting locked down to the bottom of that pad. First question is, how many times would you say a woman would typically change a sanitary napkin throughout the day? Oh, man, it's a guy. He the only one showed up. Man, I don't know. Well, based on the amount. See, I'm trying to give you stuff that's going to really happen. Man, I don't know. Well, I didn't know either, but I found out a woman would change 5 to 6 times a day, and you can only imagine why. Well, I mean, I guess. Well, let me tell you, man, she's irritated. She's uncomfortable. She's wet. She's soiled. You know, these are things. This is one of the reasons why they have an attitude, man. So we really owe them an apology. I'm kicking it with my guy, right? He's the only one there. So by the time I ask him that and I share that information, I say, now this is what I want you to experience. And I have him touch that wet napkin and I have him touch that cherish pad. And guys, that's it. I'm not tearing it open. Why? They already did it on the video. But for him to get that real live experience like this young lady did today, and she jacked up sideways, he's going to get the same reaction. That's my focus group. Guys, can you do that?
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And when the focus group is over, you know what you do with that gentleman or that young lady? You sit them down and you ask them what? You ask them what? What is your vision? Think about it. If you don't know right now, no problem. But I would like to revisit this over the next 24 hours. I want to know how I could better serve you as my business partner. The only way I can serve you is by knowing where you want to go. Then what do? Walk them through the 3 steps.
That's right.
Then what do? Book the what? Focus groups. Guys, 4 focus groups. And I'll end with this. That one guy showed up. That's it. But he decides to come on board. Or maybe not. Maybe he decides he'll be a customer for his wife and his daughters. But guess what I'm going to ask him? Man, would you mind hosting a focus group for me this Saturday at your home? Maybe your wife, your daughter, they can invite some of their folks out. I know you're not interested in the business, but man, this would mean the world to me. Guys, you know I got to tell you this. First of all, my mom, as a hairstylist, hosted more Tupperware and Mary Kay parties than I ever seen in my life. For everybody. Never joined the business. The second reason I'm so passionate about asking, because I asked a young lady for a referral once upon a time, and she led me to a gentleman that went diamond in my organization, added another $15,000 a month to my income. You never have to ask me to ask again. So guys, that's the 3-step enlightenment system. You can find it in your back office. It's very duplicatable. Guys, you can listen to it on audio. The video will soon be uploaded. You can watch it. Mr. Crump has videos in the back office, and particularly that blueprint, guys, to really break down the one way we get paid. And I got to say this in closing, guys. Yesterday was the best 3-way call I've done in Nspire Network. I'm sorry, that was today at 1 o'clock. It was Mr. Derek Brown and the gentleman in his organization. He got this organization on the phone. When I say this guy didn't know anything, I'm talking about the guy that got the organization on the phone. He don't know anything about anything. But he got the organization on the phone. You know how? Showed the video. This dude's life can change dramatically. He's a rookie. He's never made money worth talking about in direct sales and network marketing ever, or in any kind of business. And this guy's about to bring in this huge organization and get paid out of this world like he's a top-notch builder professional. What's my point, guys? My point is everybody, little kids included, can do Nspire Network by simply sharing what? Guys, that's my time, okay? December the 9th, Chicago! December the 9th, Atlanta, Georgia! It is how you say it, Brian? It is goings down. Guys, you want to be at this event. This would be the first celebratory event that we've had, guys, since we have launched with product May 23rd. It is going to be electrifying. Guys, make sure you get there. Make sure you come prepared with your activity calculators. It is going to be some phenomenal training, some phenomenal recognition. Guys, we want to show you the appreciation that we sincerely have for all the fighting and scratching and crying and everything you guys have been doing with us, some of you for the last almost 12 months. So with that being said, I want to thank also, can I get all of the Chicago leaders to help put this event together to come to the front of the room real quick? Please, guys, let's give it up for the Chicago market. Yes, come on, Chicago, give it up. Chicago. Now, Miss Barbara Kroger. Guys, this is Miss Barbara Kroger. She's going to let you guys know how you can continue to stay plugged in right here in Chicago.
All right, let's give it up for the Are you inspired?
be meeting here exactly in this room, but in the South Room every Tuesday. Now, we want to see this room filled up just like it is filled up now. We're going to be doing training. We're going to be breaking down the compensation plan. And the only way for you guys to learn your business is to come out, get the training, be able to share the information. I'm going to say one quick thing, Damon. I met a young lady tonight. I was in a hotel room. She was standing there looking at me. She said she admired my hair. That was good conversation. I said, come here for a second. I said, I want to invite you to something. And do you know what? She showed up here tonight, but she had a flight. She lived in Atlanta. As a matter of fact, her and her husband, he was the chief of police. So she's coming into this business just right by me opening my mouth.
Wow.
She sat in this front seat for about 45 minutes. She was excited. She didn't know me. She started telling her. She told me about something. So it's just that simple. It's to just ask the question. Even in a salon, when I was in a hair salon, getting my hair done, there was a woman on the right and a woman on the left. And I started talking to this one. She started watching a video on her phone. This one watching a video on her phone. And guess what? What you think happened? They became part of this company. This great company is called Nspire. And so, see, these are some of the leaders here. They help put this together now. So we want to make sure that these guys have something they want to say or share.
Well, I'll kick it off. Damon Coleman says it's going down. I would like to say thank you all for coming out tonight. You know, these leaders, we're not in the same organization, and a lot of times when we go to different cities like that, that kind of separates different teams. But we committed to this, even though we're not in the same organization, and we said, one band, one what?
Come on.
One band, one sound, and it's going down.
A lot of you may have missed my introduction, but I spoke beforehand, before our leaders came. My name is Kelly Roberson. I am a team lead for Team Hustle and Flow in the building. And so we want all the puns included in that. The hustle and the flow. We want the woman's flow, the cash flow. We want everybody flowing. So I'm so excited to see so many of my teammates here, and I absolutely love working with them. There's nothing better than being able to collaborate with people that are within your business but on a separate team. I think we are going to change the game for direct sales because it's always a competition with so many people. But let me say this. He didn't mention the pool bonus. See, when Brian's team does well, and Barbara's team does well, and Albert's team does well, my pool bonus is off the chain. So, I got a pool bonus in September. The next pool bonus is coming in December. Who want a Christmas present? It works well when you... Hey, baby! This is my daughter. But it works well when we learn how to work together as a team. So I am so excited to be a part of the Tuesday night trainings that will be taking place here. All of our teams getting together, building each other, encouraging one another, lifting each other up when we hit those brick walls that we all know we hit. And I am just extremely grateful to both Damon Crump and Damon Coleman for coming and sharing with us. I have learned a lot tonight. Thank you all so much for taking time away from your families to be here with us.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Melanie, they call me China Doll Davis. I have actually been a part of this organization. Many of you, I spoke earlier as well, but many of you don't know that I've been involved with this organization since January. Wow. But these folks, you're in the right place at the right time. We've got leadership beyond. You're talking about leaders of leaders. That's why so many of us right now are successful, because of the leadership and the vision that these young men have brought to us. Okay, and what they continue to support us and continue to, develop things that we can learn from. So remember, we are all a team here. I actually came from a corporate environment. I just recently retired early. Awesome. So I focus on the things that I cherish. My family, my girls, my grandkids. We got to think about our future now. A lot of us have done our part. Now it's time to think about our future. That's what keeps me involved with this mission, because it's not just a product, it's a movement.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Al Burks. I have been doing focus groups at the Doubletree for the last 4 months, every Monday, 6:30, 7:15 we start because we know people all over Chicago is coming from work. So we do the focus group from 7:15 to 7:30. Conversation starts at 7:30. The same thing is going to happen here starting this Tuesday. You know, and if we have all distributors here, we actually bring you up in the front and you will do the presentation. People, when they come, they don't know what I might do. You know, I take my pills on Saturday. But I tell you this right now, you know, we formed Team Chicagoland Inspired because we did not want anyone to feel left out. If you got people in other states and you got people here coming to Chicago, they know every Tuesday at 6:30 we have a focus group. And like he said, you can have a focus group in your house, in your neighborhood, but this is the hub.
So
This is where
you guys are coming together to do it together?
we've been doing it together for a long time.
It's phenomenal, man.
We've been doing it. We have GroupMe. If you download the app out of your Play Store, GroupMe, we have close to 160 people on our GroupMe, and we pass information continuously. Every question that you need to be asked, anything that is coming down is on GroupMe. Download GroupMe, and you'll see Team Chicagoland Inspired, and that's where you get your information. Thank you.
Wow.
Chicago! Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.
Wait. I have to say this before you go. On November 16th, we have an upline from Atlanta, Georgia. Her name is Dr. Tamara Allen. She will be here. She is the compensation queen. If you want to learn about this compensation plan, please come out Tuesday, November 16th. She will be in town to give us some training and some teaching. And there's products in the back if you need some before you leave. Thank you.
What time?
It'll be on the GroupMe. It'll be on the
6:30.
GroupMe. It'll be on the GroupMe.
Say hi.
What's up? It's going down.
What'd you say?
I said it's going down with Nspire Network from your boy Big B. 2 fingers.
Everybody in Chicago.
I'm Cindy. Hi, Colette. I'm from Minneapolis. You are? Are you inspired? Yes, I'm a distributor. Oh, she's inspired. So how on Facebook? Man, I didn't know we were on Facebook. Now we are. All right, I'm going to actually go talk and mingle, so you guys should all be inspired. I'll be back with Crump and Coleman online shortly, so stay tuned.